going on YouTube? GeoSnow right here. The iPhone 17 was unveiled by Apple, and boy is it bad for jailbreak purposes. This, as well as the iPhone Air, which was also announced, will make for the worst devices for jailbreak purposes in Apple's history. Now you probably remember, like back in 2018, Apple introduced the A12 Bionic chip, and of course with that A12 chip they also introduced PAC or pointer authentication codes, which was pretty bad for jailbreak purposes. And jailbreaks ever since, like dopamine and many others, had to overcome PAC or pointer authentication codes, especially on A12. And this required an extra exploit or a powerful enough exploit, and of course it made jailbreaking and exploitation so much more expensive and time consuming. That's when we started to see a decline in the number of jailbreaks being released. So PAC did an absolute incredible job for Apple in minimizing the amount of jailbreaks being released and of course the amount of kernel exploits. But this time it's not like that. This time they gone full nuclear on the jailbreak community, and not only. With the introduction of the iPhone 17 and the iPhone Air, Apple also introduces Memory Integrity Enforcement or MIE. Now, Memory Integrity Enforcement, they say here, quote, is the culmination of an unprecedented design and engineering effort, spanning half a decade that combines the unique strengths of Apple's silicon hardware with our advanced operating system security to provide industry-first, always-on memory safety protection across our devices, without compromising our best-in-class device performance. We believe Memory Integrity Enforcement represents the most significant upgrade to memory safety in history of consumer operating systems. Well, this is very bad because this represents yet another hardware layer that protects against vulnerabilities and exploitation, both of which are necessary for jailbreaks to exist. And they even have in here a graph, Memory Integrity Enforcement versus real-world exploit chains. So they have over here various message chains, zero-click iMessage exploits, and all of which were stopped eventually by either secure allocators or MTE. Then they have Safari vulnerabilities, Safari chains that were also eventually stopped, and kernel vulnerabilities, all of which were stopped by MTE eventually. So it's unfortunate, but this means that jailbreak vulnerabilities will become very, very rare with the iPhone 17. Jailbreaking iPhone 17 and the iPhone Air will be very, very hard. In fact, it's been like 2 years since we last had a jailbreak. The dopamine jailbreak was released over 2 years ago for newer devices, and unfortunately that trend will continue with the iPhone 17. And while for the older devices like the iPhone 16, 15 and so on, we might see a jailbreak eventually since they do not have this new security feature. This is a hardware feature only available on iPhone 17 and iPhone Air. For these devices we will not see a jailbreak anytime soon because MTE is extremely powerful. It's been in the works for, as they say, half a decade, and since it's a hardware protection, it's also much more powerful. Yes, we might find a bypass here and there, but eventually Apple will manage to patch everything out and it will become quite powerful. So it looks like dopamine might have just been the last jailbreak to support the newest devices. iPhone 17 will very likely not have a jailbreak. iOS 26 in itself does bring a lot of security features as well, and in combination with the new MTE on iPhone 17, this creates a killer combo for the jailbreak community, and it really appears that the iPhone 16 will be the last device to receive a proper jailbreak eventually, with iPhone 17 being very likely to never get a proper jailbreak like we used to have, so no dopamine and no uncover and so on in the future, at least for those devices. So yeah, that's basically it. If you're planning to jailbreak your device, do not get the iPhone 17 or iPhone Air. Both of these have the new MTE feature and it's a complete disaster for the jailbreak community. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. This video was brought to you by TenorShare Reboot, a software that allows you to downgrade from iOS 26 back to iOS 18 or upgrade from iOS 18 to iOS 26. You can also fix a lot of iOS issues, including boot loops, so check it out in the link below. Thank you for watching. I am GeoSnow. Till the next time, subscribe to stay updated, tell me in the comment section down below if you're getting the iPhone 17, and peace out.